Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a suggestion, a topic, feedback, if you have a question, if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr., on Instagram, on X, and on Threads. You can actually type in at Back on Basics. Before we move on with this video, I want to thank the 514 subscribers to this YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. You all are creating this community. I mean, we all are creating this community. I mean, it's one of those where I think what we're starting to do is we're starting to just click, right? Click together. You give me likes. I know which ones, which topics you want to do, which topics you want me to repeat, and you subscribe. So and then within all of you that have subscribed, you send the videos out to other people. You introduce them to other people. I mean, when I was looking at my metrics for the videos, of course, ladies and gentlemen, here in the United States is number one for viewership of this channel. Number two is Mexico, and number three is Spain. So again, right, and that's the reason why I do shorts in Spanish, because I want people to be throughout the world, ladies and gentlemen, and be able to listen to psychology, counseling, life balance, right? And at the same time be able to connect and see how life experiences, how you see things, how you do things, how you interact with other people can actually help you move forward. And that's a topic that we're going to talk about today, right? The topic today is, 90% of your success is based on 20% of your effort. Why am I saying that? I mean, it's a concept that has been taught for years, because we can do everything under the sun, right? We can do a job, do 2 jobs, do 3 jobs, do 4 jobs, right? But there has to be something that you're putting in, right? That's bringing results. And as you see those results, then that's the one that you focus on, even though you're doing other things, right? That's the one that you focus on. For me, there's different ways to do it. I mean, once you see which one is the one that drives you forward, that drives maybe possible income, that drives your motivation, because that's the job that, that's the job that you want to do, right? But it may not bring everything in. Boy, you have to be patient, ladies and gentlemen, because eventually that's the job that's gonna, it's gonna make you think about different options. That's a job that's gonna get you to a place where you're gonna feel like, yes, I have accomplished my goals. I have succeeded with what I wanted to complete, or succeeded. And so, be patient, because again, right, 80% of your success, right, it's based on 20% of your effort. And so where do we put that 20%? So I'm going to give you an example, right? I'm a special education teacher, as you all know. And that job, I'm learning on the job, right? That's my I would say 9 to 5 job, but it's my 8 to 3:30 job. And so I'm learning as I go. I'm also learning in the evenings a little bit, so that way I can polish, right? I can polish my skills. I mean, that's a new job that I have been learning for the past couple of years. And so it's very important to me. Then I teach psychology at university, right? I love it, right? Interacting with the students, and it's actually asynchronous. You know what that means? Asynchronous means that we're not really seeing each other like we're seeing each other. Like, well, we're seeing each other in this video, but at the same time, asynchronous means that as they post, as students post, I respond. As I post, they respond. And then at the end of the week, I grade their assignments, their posts, their papers. I mean, it's amazing. And because it's about my favorite topic, one of my favorite topics, psychology, it just drives me. It's my motivation. I love to interact with students, and some of the students have actually seen some of my videos, and they said, "Oh, this made sense when I put it together with the reading from the class." And again, right, those are the students that have found my videos. It's not the students. I don't tell my students that I have a YouTube channel. I want to make sure that they focus on the curriculum that we have, and then I expand it with examples. It's a win-win for me, right? And then the third one are these videos. This longer video, the two shorts, one in Spanish, one in English, the micro short on Instagram, the reel on Facebook. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I think for me, this is the 20% that I put my effort in by making these shorts, by making these videos, by making the very shorts and the reels. I mean, I think that's where my 20% effort is. You can see it, right? I'm not a glitzy and glamour kind of person. You know, I don't do much editing. What you see is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. And why? Because back on basics, right? Being in the present moment. I mean, I'm not gonna be the one doing the glitz and glamour and things like that. You know, from time to time, and I told you this before, from time to time I do, like, you know, I show you my cooking videos because I love to cook. That's another thing that I love doing. I also, when we go visit a place and, you know, I do a short so that you can see, right? I want you to experience what I'm experiencing. I mean, you know, it's kind of like I don't know if anybody remembers, and I'm dating myself because, again, I'm 50 years old. And so, I don't know if anybody remembers, if anybody was at that time where there was the Truman Show. That was Jim Carrey, who was raised as a from a baby all the way to adulthood, and everybody in around him was just, it's kind of like a soap opera. He thought it was a real life, but it wasn't, until he figured out that that it was a set, that there were places where he can leave his world and be with other people. And I mean, if I can wear like a GoPro or something like that all the time, I don't think it'll be as fun, but that's the reason why I do shorts. And so my 20% right now, my 20% effort that I'm putting into at Back on Basics 99.85, the reels on Facebook, the micro shorts on Instagram, the shorts on YouTube at Back on Basics 99.85. I mean, thanks to you, 514 subscribers. Thank you very much. All the likes that you get, that I get, all the comments that you post. I actually answered all the comments. So I respond personally to all your comments. You know, if you have a question, sometimes you have suggestions, and those are some of the things that I do as well in future videos, future shorts and everything. So this is a two-way street, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, and I said it again, I'm part of your support system, and you are part of my support system as well. I mean, it is what it is, right? You communicate through the likes, through the subscriptions, through the forwarding, right? Sending it to other people. And because of the 20% effort, right? The 80% rewards or success is all of you subscribing, all of you watching these videos, all of you making sure that you're that you're sending it off to other people that, you know, may need some of the things from the video or all of the things from the videos. And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, from here in the US, I mean, we're able to reach the US, #1 in watching these videos, Mexico, #2 in watching the videos, and Spain, #3 in watching the videos. I mean, it's amazing that you know we've reached out from our boundaries of being here in the United States to being global. We're starting to get global, ladies and gentlemen. I know that I get some views from Thailand, from other Southeast Asian countries, and so again, right? I want to thank you again, because my 20% effort, right, is here. Is all of the things that I want to share with you, all of the topics that I want to share with you. I want to make sure that you understand that the library that at Back on Basics 9985 has, you have access to it. And then remember what I said, right? There's a little glimpse of a little bit of selfishness. Why? Because, you know, when my dad passed away, I actually saved a voicemail that he left me. I saved it to my phone, and it's sad because I listened to it, and it's so short, right? I wish I could have a little bit more, and so a bit selfish. I mean, I want to make these videos so that my family, my kids, their kids, if they choose to have kids, they can see me. They can actually see me. They can watch these videos. They can hear the stories of some of the stories that I'm doing, or I did, or I'm gonna do. And so again, this is kind of like, it's a win-win-win, and that's the reason why I'm putting 20% effort and getting 85% of the rewards in the success. So again, right, focus on something, get to it, put in the work, right? Be humble with people. Be humble with people. Make sure that you're focusing on the right things. If you have any questions, you can always post it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer your question. I'll be more than happy to do any video. So subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Remember, right? No glitz, no glamour, basic. Back on Basics.